Welcome everyone to our tapping series, and today we will be moving through the emotion of rejection. Rejection is so uncomfortable and so painful to feel, yet most of us have gone through this emotion. And the worst part about rejection is not when somebody rejects us, rejects how we show up, rejects who we are, but when we start to reject ourselves. And today we'll learn how to hold space for this emotion so that we can feel more at ease with ourselves and this emotion can melt away from our system. So we'll start by taking a slow deep breath in through the nose and letting out a big sigh through the mouth. Massaging underneath the collarbones and just welcoming yourself into this space, inviting yourself into this space, allowing yourself to be honest, giving yourself permission to feel, knowing that this is a safe space for all of your emotions. And as you massage here, repeat after me out loud. I'm in a safe place to soften right now. Right here, right now, I'm in a safe place to soften. Right here, right now, I'm in a safe place to soften. And tapping on the center of the chest. Right here, right now, I'm in a safe place to soften and feel all my feelings. It is safe for me to accept that I feel really rejected. Part of me feels rejected right now. And it hurts a lot. I don't even want to feel this. I wish it wasn't there. But the truth is, I feel really rejected right now. Tapping in between the eyebrows, I'm in a safe place to accept that I feel rejected. Tapping on side of the eyes, part of me feels rejected right now. Tapping under the eyes, I'm choosing to hold the part of me which feels rejected in love. Tapping under the nose, I'm in a safe place to bring my love to this part. Tapping on the chin, even though part of me feels really rejected right now, I'm in a safe place to bring my love here. Tapping on the center of the chest. It is safe for me to hold this part in my love and compassion. Tapping on front of the ribs. It sucks. It is so painful. And part of me feels really sad that I had to go through that. I'm still a good person and I'm still worthy of love. Tapping on side of the ribs, and part of me is actually angry at them for making me feel this way. So lean into any anger that you might be feeling around them for saying those harsh things to you which made you feel rejected. Tapping on front of the wrist, part of me is angry at them for making me feel this way. And part of me is just so sad having gone through that experience. Tapping on side of the thumb. When they did, so what it is that they did. Tapping on the next finger. When they did, so did they neglect you? Did they abandon you? Did they not choose you? Did they turn down your love or your needs or your ideas? When they, so what it is that they did. Tapping on the next finger. I felt really rejected. Tapping on the opposite side of the ring finger. When, who, so who it is that made you feel rejected. When. Tapping on the little finger. Did, so what it is that they did. I felt really rejected and sad. Tapping on the karate chop point, and I started to feel. What did you start to feel as a result of that? Did you start to feel neglected or abandoned or not chosen, unworthy, ashamed, anxious, fearful? I started to feel really, and name your emotions out loud. Tapping all over your head, and I started to doubt myself. I started to think. What did you start to think? Did you start to think that I'm not good enough, not worthy of their love, not smart enough, not intelligent? Tapping in between the eyebrows, I started to think. What did you start to think? Tapping on the side of the eyes, and I forgive myself for thinking those thoughts. Tapping under the eyes, I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am. Tapping under the nose, I choose to honor how I feel and I choose to honor who I am right now. Tapping on the chin, and once again tune into that situation that made you feel rejected, that made you feel sad or hopeless, and say out loud what was happening, who was involved in that situation. Tapping on the center of the chest, I felt really, and name your emotions. And I'm in a safe place to bring my love here. I'm still worthy of my love and compassion here. So I want you to imagine holding all of those feelings in your deep love and compassion right now, not resisting them but allowing your body to feel the pain, to feel the hurt, to feel those emotions, and just holding them in your deep love and compassion, allowing them to exist, not changing them, not forcing them away. Tapping in front of the ribs, I'm still a good person and I'm still worthy of love here. Tapping on the side of the ribs, even though I really wish they did not reject me. And I did not want to go through this. I choose to honor myself in this moment right now. Tapping on front of the wrist, and once again lean into those feelings that showed up for you. And as you feel all those feelings, I want you to tune back into time and see if these feelings are familiar to you, and what was the first time you felt this way or thought these thoughts. Tapping on the side of the thumb, and the earlier you can go back in childhood, the better it would be, because most of these feelings, they are from our past and they haven't been felt in the past, and because of which we feel them more intensely right now in the present. But if we can go back in time and feel those in the past, we can actually transmute them from the system and it does not really feel as intense moving forward. Tapping on the side of the next finger. So tune back into a time where you felt a similar way, thought similar thoughts, or felt similar sensations in your body. Tapping on the middle finger. It could be a time when somebody did something similar to you that made you feel rejected, or somebody did not do something that you really needed them to do, which made you feel rejected. Tapping on the opposite side of the ring finger. And repeat after me, it all started when, and how old were you when this started? Tapping on the little finger, I was, and how old were you? Tapping on the karate chop point, and who was involved with you in that memory? I was with. Name the person out loud. Tapping all over your head, and just give yourself permission to go on a rant right now. That this happened and they said this and then that's how I felt. Tapping in between the eyebrows, and lean in closer and see how you felt in that moment when all of that thing was taking place. I felt really. Tapping on side of the eyes, I felt really, and name the emotion out loud again. Tapping under the eyes, I felt really, and name your emotion out loud. Did you feel alone or neglected or abandoned, ashamed, terrified? Tapping under the nose, judged, misunderstood, unworthy, confused. Tapping on the chin, I felt really. When all I needed was love. When what I truly needed was for them to show up for me. I needed protection and safety. Tapping on the center of the chest. I needed to be held and cared for. I needed, and what did you need in that moment to support you? What was your need in that moment? Knowing that our needs are so sacred, and as children we are so dependent on our caregivers, on our peers. I really needed, and name your need out loud again. And instead I got, so what did you get instead of your need? Usually it's the opposite of it. Instead I got, and that was really painful. And ever since that moment I started to doubt if I was worthy of having that need met. Ever since that moment, I started to doubt if I was worthy of having that need met. Tapping on front of the ribs. It's possible that I have been worthy of, and what it is that you needed. Tapping on side of the ribs, it's possible I've always been worthy of this love. It's possible I have always been worthy of feeling celebrated and cared for. Even if I did not get this earlier on. Even if they did not give it to me. Tapping on front of the wrist, even though I struggled with it before. It's possible I have always been worthy of this love. Tapping on side of the thumb. It's possible that I have always been worthy of this love. Tapping on the next finger no matter what. Tapping on the middle finger, and maybe I can forgive myself for putting myself down. Maybe I can forgive myself for struggling with this so much. Tapping on the opposite side of the ring finger, I'm giving this to myself right here, right now. Tapping on the little finger. I don't have to wait any longer. Tapping on the gratitude point. And now once again, I want you to tune into that earlier situation where you were not receiving that need, where you felt rejected or let down or disappointed. And see yourself struggling to have that need met. And all the disappointment and shutdown that you experienced as a result of it. The thoughts that you developed. And in all of that pain and shutdown, I want you to imagine and feel yourself in that moment. And in that same scene, I want you to see your higher self, your most loving, compassionate, wise, understanding self, who has so much love for you, is so deeply present for you, who sees how beautiful you are, how worthy you are. So see your higher self with all of their love coming down to you, coming down at your level, looking you directly into your eyes with all of their love and compassion and understanding for what you went through. And see them stepping closer to you and wrapping their loving arms around you and giving you a big bear hug of compassion right now. Tapping all over your head. And in their presence, your higher self wants you to know something. They have a message for you that they want you to embody and believe deeply. The truth of who you have always been. So just lean into what that message is for you right now. Tapping in between the eyebrows. My higher self is telling me, and see what that message is for you. Side of the eyes. My higher self is telling me, and name that message again. Tapping under the eyes. My higher self is telling me, and feel that message once again. Tapping under the nose. My higher self is telling me, feel into that message once again. Feel that message opening up your body. Receiving that message right now. Allowing this message to touch all those parts of you which have been hurting, which have been doubting. Tapping on the chin, which have been so scared and hurt. And feel your higher self touching and transmuting and holding all those parts in deep love and compassion. Tapping on center of the chest. And now see their message and love sinking deeper and deeper into your body. This is becoming the truth of who you are, that this gets to be your message for your life. And what could happen if you fully trusted this message right now? If you fully gave it a shot. Tapping on front of the ribs. I am in a safe place to trust this message right now. Tapping on side of the ribs. All parts of me are worthy of my love. All parts of me are worthy of my love. All parts of me are worthy of my love. And just tapping on your chest and on your belly, closing your eyes, taking a slow deep breath in. Letting out a big sigh. Once again, deep breath in. Big sigh out. One more time, deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. Sip in some more breath. Hold the breath and placing your hands on your heart and belly, blowing the breath out through the mouth. Feel into any tenderness in your body, any parts which are still hurting, which are still resisting this love, and just hold that resistance also in love. So just send love to all parts in your body right now which have been feeling disconnected, which have been feeling scared and alone and abandoned. And just bring your presence to those parts, your loving awareness, your loving presence right now. Allowing those parts to rest. And whisper the message from your higher self to all those parts in your being. And just see them relaxing into that message right now. Taking a slow deep breath in, letting out a big sigh, and taking a moment to honor yourself for showing up for yourself, for going through this process, for feeling all of the stuff, because it's not always safe to feel. It's not always easy to feel actually, and just taking out that time for ourselves to feel, to drop in, to listen can be very healing for our whole body. And as you close this practice, once again whispering that message to yourself, letting that message be an anchor for your life, for all the parts in your being. And breathing into this message right now and letting out a sigh. Thank you so much for joining me into this practice, and I hope that you feel more at ease with this part in yourself. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. And if you still feel that there is some resistance, there is still some tenderness or vulnerability, I suggest that you replay this video once again and go through the entire sequence again and see how that shifts for you. I'm looking forward to be sharing the next practice with you soon.